We'll begin tonight with a recent study that illustrates the high flaring emissions produced by LNG facility startups. CFTK-TV's Cael Maslin has the report.
A first-of-its-kind, peer-reviewed study focusing on the practice of flaring at liquefied natural gas export facilities has been publicly released. The study that began around a year and a half ago took a decade's worth of data between 2012 to 2022 from a total of 48 LNG facilities around the world, and what the researchers discovered was concerning.
The main finding was that the emissions from the startup operations, which are rarely talked about, those emissions are 3 times more intense than the emissions during regular operations. And so it's sort of an unreported hazard to health that is happening in British Columbia at this very moment.
Flaring emits air pollutants that have been said to be harmful to humans even in short periods. The study also stated that most environmental assessments overlook the startup phase and, as a result, might underestimate potential health impacts on local populations. And while it wasn't included in the study because it hadn't been finished being built at the time, the researchers have heard from Kitimat residents about their concerns with their own recently opened LNG facility, although the researchers do have some new information on the emissions produced by that particular facility.
I've seen videos and I've heard from many residents complaining about the smoke coming over the city and also the noise that the flare was making. We can see online all the flaring notifications that LNG Canada is sending, and we've seen there's regularly, we counted about 20 notifications over the past year for flaring that would occur over multiple days or even weeks, and with flares that go from like 60 meter to 80, 90, or even 120 we've seen recently.
What we know from the emissions profile of the Kitimat plant, that there are exposures to the community, and we now know that the startup operations, which Kitimat is still undergoing, are some of the most high-emitting parts of the history of the facility.
The main reason this study was called first of its kind is because it used data from a satellite that could take pictures of flares and then provide an estimate of the volume of gas that was flared. But work on the study is not yet finished, as there is set to be a second part to it.
In the study that just got published, we developed probabilistic models to say there's like 10 or 20% chances that a facility will burn that much gas, will flare that much gas over its startup phase. And we want to use those results and apply them to wood fiber LNG that is under construction in Squamish. Just to see if we would get different results from their environmental impact assessment, which did not include startup flaring.
It's been estimated that the second part of the study will be released in the fall of next year. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Cael Maslin.